Kale has been a huge topic of discussion ever since her first tease in the promotional trailer for the Universe Survival arc back in January. Her tribute to the character of Broly has been obvious, but in the past few episodes, getting to examine her character closely sees a much different character. This doesn't exempt her from having a few scenes that pay homage to the legendary Super Saiyan's debut film, however. She obviously has her own character separate from Broly. Now, with Super Episode 101 in the books, Kale's gotten yet another form that seems to be a controlled version of the Berserker state that she was previously in. In fact, she can still go into the full Berserk form, yet retain her reasoning skills and consciousness, at least for a period of time. But what exactly is this new form? How did Kale achieve it seemingly out of nowhere? I have the explanation for you guys in today's video. In order to understand how Kale can control the Berserker form, we must first explain what it is. Super Saiyan Berserk is a Kale exclusive form that triggers, well, when she gets triggered. Kale usually rages out when Caulifla is in trouble or she feels like she's being a burden to Caulifla. While doing this, Kale is trying to achieve her Super Saiyan form using the tingles in her back that Kaba taught her and Caulifla about. How do we know she's trying to do this and not just raging out randomly? Well, two things. For one, this can't be the first time Kale has felt like she was worthless because she says it all too often. Also, when she first turns into Berserk, we see the tingly bubbles form and mutate, causing her to transform into the Broly looking form. While Kale rages out, she's trying to access her Super Saiyan power in order to get stronger. While they may not show it every time, we can use logical reasoning to assume so. Now that that's out of the way, let's discuss the controlled form of Berserk. How did Kale do this with no training? Well, if you notice, they've alluded to this twice. When Caulifla talks her down like with Kaba, or is endangered like when Jiren fired that blast at her, Kale seemingly gains control of her form and can either move to protect Caulifla or power down completely. This tells the audience that Kale's resolve to make Caulifla proud overshadows the sheer power that the form gives her, and that her mental state is never completely wiped away. In this situation, Kale didn't rage out at anyone but herself. What is she gonna do? Try to kill herself? Suicide is not a joke, guys. No, but in all seriousness, she hates her weak self, as she's made clear multiple times. The rage she felt in this situation was out of necessity. Both her and Caulifla were pushed into a corner, and their only way out was for Kale to stop being such a weakling. She got rid of her mental barrier, admitted that she was a bother, and overcame that by powering up. With Caulifla being in danger, she had no reason to rage out at anyone in particular. Her only goal was to protect her, meaning that resolve I mentioned earlier was the only thing motivating her transformation. This meant Kale could take control of that power subconsciously because she's always been able to do so. No longer was she the weak Kale that couldn't do what needed to get done. She could make Caulifla proud and save them both. This was truly the only way to go because, as I mentioned, they were backed into a corner, and as humans, we gain strange powers thanks to the survival instincts in our brain that subconsciously tell us how to live and work around a situation. It stimulates our brain and has us control our bodies to their maximum potential, which is exactly what Kale did in this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my explanation theory, and I hope that this kind of, kind of makes the community think a little more, like if you just pay attention to the context clues that Super gives you, you can really figure out how a lot of things work. Now, not everything has to be handed to you, but anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below, and this has been your boy T-Dub. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.